We're good. All right. I'll be in another room. I'll be listening.
Okay, welcome to our final five immunity challenge or tribal. Sorry, immunity challenge is over. Ava, you won another immunity challenge. How does it feel going into now final four guaranteed? Did you think that you needed this win?
I really, yeah, because I think we all feel like we need the win at this point. Like we've all proven, like I was saying when we got off the live yesterday, like, holy cow, guys, we've made it this far out of 19 people. I think we all at this point feel like we need it. We've all proven ourselves in a different way. Um, Shout out that it also just feels really good finding out that it was only actually three balls and I did four and I still did that. So that just personally feels really nice. It was a good confidence boost, which is really nice about these games. They make you feel nice sometimes. Sometimes.
Good. I didn't know if you were going to share that with anybody else because I didn't know if you wanted to share that you did four balls versus three. So congrats also on that winning immunity with doing one extra ball. So that's good.
Thank you for not DQing me for some reason.
Now we just stopped it when you said stop. So
Cool. Well, thanks, y'all.
all right, Chris, going into this vote, do we think it's going to be an easy vote? Do we think it's going to be kind of unanimous? Do we think it's going to be across different lines? What do you think the vote's going to be based on tonight?
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's an easy vote. I think once we get here, I don't think anything is ever an easy vote. Um, and so I don't think that's the case at all. I'd be surprised if it's unanimous, but you never know with this game.
Okay. Molly, unfortunately, your roommate threw away your bottle, so you could not even submit. Do you think that puts you in potential jeopardy for not even being able to submit this challenge?
Oh, most certainly. Yeah, I think that sucks. And it sucks because I think it was a challenge that I would have at least been able to complete. I would have done poorly at it, but I would have been able to complete it, I think. And that's not always the case with me in challenges. So it sucks. I would have really wanted to be able to compete and finish it, but alas, it was recycling day, and I didn't take my bottles out of the bag last night, which was stupid. But I was also hosting a wakeathon, so I was a little jumbled last night. Haven't slept in what, like over a lot of hours, like a day, over a day. But yeah, so but I feel great physically. I think I could be catching votes, but physically I feel good. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Kayla, we haven't mentioned if it's going to be a final three or final two. Has there any been talk with you guys amongst the final five here, or what is going to be? And do we think that's going to affect the vote tonight?
I mean, I think that the second that y'all mentioned that Wednesday was a day off, we all were kind of like, okay, well, it's a final three, like we already know, because final tribal's on Thursday. We have Wednesday off for the Survivor premiere. Today's Monday. So tomorrow is the final four challenge. So we kind of all just automatically assumed and came to the agreement that it's the final three. So I think that we've all kind of just been planning our next moves according to that. And I think tonight is part of that.
Okay. And Ian, how important do you think winning immunity or not winning immunity tonight is for you? Do you think that it could be your name written down, or how do you feel tonight?
Yeah, I mean, winning again, I think I had this conversation with just about everybody today, but like if I was talking to Molly and especially within the last hour, like if I was talking to Molly, the only names I could put out were Kayla and Chris. So like your name is gonna get tossed around by everybody today. I'm sure Ava's was tossed around earlier, and that was before she won immunity. So um it was extremely important. I'm happy to at least have come close. I finished this challenge and said fuck yeah before I said stop, and I'm glad that that 1.5 second didn't derail my chances. I'm glad that four balls for Ava took 10 seconds apiece. I still need to see the footage on that. I think we're all owed that at this point. Um, but yeah, it was extremely important. I feel like I will certainly be catching votes. I mean, I think if again, said it every tribal, but like if you're not expecting to hear your name or expecting to see your name, like you're just not playing. And I told Molly today in an earlier conversation, like everyone here is playing the game. So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's all I have for you guys. Does anybody have any last minute or anything they want to say before we get to the voting period? Okay, now is the time to submit your votes, please.
Y'all, I just sat down and kicked a wine bottle across the room, but thankfully it was empty. That was what that face was for. It could have been my smoking apparatus, and that would have been absolutely terrible.
All right. I'm back. I'm not as fancy as Jay, and I can't share the parchments. I will in the tribe chat after, and also to jury. But we will get with the votes. I did want to acknowledge, Ava, you are tied. So I wanted to say congratulations for most immunity wins in Radical. So that is an accomplishment. So I wanted to point that out. Okay. I am going to read the votes. So the first vote, Ian. Next vote, Molly. One vote Ian, one vote Molly. Next vote, Ian. Next vote, Molly. 2 votes Ian, 2 votes Molly. Last vote, and the person joining jury at this stage, Ian. You have a few minutes to
Chris.
say.
Chris or Ava, you fucking bitch. No, guys, I had an absolute blast. I can't even really begin to express how much fun I had. I never play games, so just had a blast getting to know all of you. Everything that we talked about, not game related, obviously was from the heart. Everything I said was true, everything, all that. So I'm excited to vote for one of you. And I can't wait to hear your pitch at Final Tribal. So, yeah, have a blast, everybody. And it was fun.
Ian, before you go, I just, want to say something. Thank you for playing. You're the original winner over here at Radical. We appreciate you so much, and you and your production team and Sis John last night are the reason I came to our community and did a lot for my life, as you know. And we're so grateful to have you, and thank you so much for playing. But yeah, you do become the 9th member of jury, so thank you again.
Have fun, y'all. Couple days. All right, everybody. See ya.
All right, real quick. All right, congratulations, Final 4. 1 second. Let me just check. Should we be nice and let them know? What do you think? All right. We will have your final immunity challenge tomorrow night live on Zoom. We'll be with you shortly. It is a final 30. So, yeah. All right.
Good night, all.
Bye,
Good night.
bestie.
Bye. Matt wants to say hi to you all.